Hello everyone. Let us now discuss LeetCode POTD question 1930 unique length 3 palindromic subsequence. So here we are given with a string. In the input we are given with string s. Now in the output we need to return the number of unique length 3 subsequences which are palindrome. So our aim is to find the palindromes of which are unique and length 3. So these are the subsequents. Now I have written like a recursion code, but it's not running. It is taking a memory limit exceeded. So that's the error. So let us dive through the example which is given in the question A, So this is the string they are given with. Now the three palindromic subsequences are A, B, A. Here one A, here one B and A, B, A. And triple A and A, C and A. So this is the another example ADC, and there are no output. It is 0. BBC, BA. Now there are four palindromic subsequents, but let me explain you how you can find the length 3 palindromic subsequence. Here, when they asked for A and A, if you have this two, then you have to insert any character in the middle so that it will become a palindrome. So this is of the length 3. Yes or no? Yes, it is of length 3. Now to get a palindrome of length 3, the first character and the last character, as in this example first character and the last character, should be same. Now let me take the same thing. Sorry. Let me take the same thing. Now I can insert any character in the middle. It can be B or it can be C or it can be D or anything. It can be B, C, F, D, anything I can insert. But wait, what if there is something like this this thing is having a blank space. So this blank space is having more, and it is like this. So what are the characters which we can include here? Here we can include anything like this. Now you can construct the number of palindromes here. Let me write what are the palindromes there. Here there is one A. Here there is one A. Here there is one A. So we need to find out. Here there is A. Here there is A. And here there is one A. So let me write it. A, and A. This is one palindrome. And here there is one B. Let me not forget this B. Here A, one B, and one A. Now here you got B. A, V, A. Now here you got E. A, E, A. And here you got R. So A, R, A. Here you got B, but ABA is already included. Here you got A, but triple A is also included. Here you got E, but AEA is already included. But why I am not taking this is because here you got like B. You got one time and you got another time here, but you are not including it. So what I'm gonna do is I will count the number of distinct characters between two similar characters. So let me see how can I do that. Here you got one A. Here you got one A. and let me write there is one B and there is one C here. So the number of characters, distinct characters here are 2. So you can construct two palindromes here. You can construct two palindromes here. One is A, B, A, and the another is A, C, A. So this is how you count the number of distinct palindromes. But wait, I am considering this like you have A, B, C, A. Now let me write one thing. A, B, C, A. Now what if you have another D, A? So you have another D, A here. So if you if you consider this, if you consider this substring, you got 2 here, 2 as the answer. And if you consider the next from here, from this index, from this index, you got only one distinct character. But if you write the answers for this, if you write the answers for this, you can get A, B, A, and A, C, A, A, D, A, and also A, A, A. A is also a palindrome. So I am missing this one, right? I am missing this A in the middle if I get to this index directly. So what I am gonna do is, so I will get the first occurrence. This is the first occurrence of A, and this is the last occurrence of A. This is the first, and this is the last occurrence of A. I will get these two things and store in a vector which contains a pair. So there will be a vector pair. But what will be the size of this vector? So if I tell you that there will be only 26 characters. So from here I'll be storing till Z. So the size of this will be of just 26, and here you are storing the first and also the last. So storing the first and also the last, and this is how you store the first and last. Here for this one, here the for this another first and last, and another first and last. So it will be from A to Z, Z. Now, so you got the first and last, and you need to count the number of distinct characters between the first occurrence of a character and the last occurrence of the character. So let me take an example. B, B, C, B, A. Now, let me write that B, B, C, B, A. B, A. I think this is B, B, C, B, A, B, A. Now, at this index, you need to get the first character and the last character. So there are only three. I'll be constructing for only three. So wait a second. So you got A, you got B, and you got C. Got A, you got B, and you also got C. Now you got this first character, first occurrence, and also the last occurrence. First occurrence and the last occurrence of every character. You can skip some part of this editing, writing this. Now you got B, B, C, B, A. Let me write the indices here: 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the indices of these characters. Now, the first occurrence is 0. Initially, there would be -1 everywhere. Initially, there would be -1, but let me write it here. Let me write the first occurrence of B as 0, and this is the last occurrence too. Now, you got B, another B at index 1. Now, I will not change the first occurrence. I will change the last occurrence. So, sorry, I will change the last occurrence. The last occurrence now will be 1. The last occurrence will be 1. Now you got C. The first occurrence is 2 and it is same as the last occurrence. Now you got to B. There is again the last occurrence should be changed here. So the last occurrence of B will be 2. Sorry, 3. Now you got A here. The first occurrence is 4, so the same as the last occurrence. Now you got a B here and the occurrence is at 5, so you need to change it at here. The last occurrence is 5. Now you got at 6 and there is A, so the last occurrence of A will be the last occurrence of A will be 6. So take this A. So take this A. The first occurrence is 4. The last occurrence is 6. So so the first occurrence is 6 and the last occurrence is 4. The number of distinct characters between these is only 1. So let me write the answer over here. Answer is equal to initially it will be 0. Now the number of distinct characters here is only 1. I will be counting that with a unordered map. So the number of distinct characters here is only 1. So I will change it to 1. Now what I need to do is go to the next B. So the first occurrence is at 0 and the last occurrence is at B. Sorry, 5. Now what are the distinct characters from 1, 2, 3, 4? You got 1A, you got a B, you got a 1A, you got a B, and you got a C here. So the number of distinct characters from 0 to 5 is 3. So 3 plus 1 will become 4. And here C and C. We need to consider only when the first occurrence plus 1 is less than the last occurrence. The first occurrence plus 1 will give you 3 because you cannot form a string with less than 3 characters. They gave clearly we need to get length 3 palindromes. So this is how you approach to this problem. So I will write the algorithm. You can skip this part if you want to try it on your own. Now you got this algorithm. Like first thing I'll be doing is I will get the first occurrence and the last occurrence. So vector pair int comma int. So first and last occurrence. FALO first and last occurrence. And initialize everything with -1 and -1. Now I'll be iterating through the string. Iterate through string and index is s of I minus a. That means you will get the index 0 for a, 1 for b, so that s index is equal to s of I minus a. If the first and last occurrence of index, sorry, first and last occurrence of index dot first. So the first occurrence of this character is -1 only if though you need to change it to I. First and last occurrence of index dot first need to be changed to I. Now, I had said you that the last occurrence will be, I'll be iterating through the characters, and if I got that, I'll be changing the last occurrence. So, FALO of index dot second, that means the last occurrence will be I, however, and I'll be returning this answer. So, again, iterate through first and last occurrence, and first is equal to first and last occurrence of I dot first, and the last will be second here, and the last occurrence is first and last occurrence of I dot second, and if first is equal to -1, or first, sorry, last is equal to -1, or first, sorry, last is greater than first, sorry, less than first plus 1. You can also write it like, as I said, first plus 1 should be less than uh, last. First plus 1 should be mm, less than, and last should not be equal. Sorry, and here it should be and. You can also write it like, if there is this condition, if this condition is not satisfied, you can continue. That means you can skip this index. No. Unordered set of characters, let it be mid characters. Now iterate from iterate from j is equal to first plus 1, j is less than last, and j less mid characters dot insert s of j. Now, after iterating, increment the answer mid characters dot size. After this iteration of FALO, that means first and last occurrences, return the answer. So if you have any doubt, or if you want the submission, you can check the description. And if you like this explanation, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.